We're all about to get so much stronger next phase with these insane eye level buffs that are coming with the new gear moving into Ilvl and phase 2. But what if your class wasn't actually getting the full extent of the eye level buff? What if you were the only one that's gear wasn't actually scaled up the same level that everything else was? Well, as I'm moving forward towards helping with speedruns on multiple classes right now, this is something that was actually brought to my attention about hunters moving on into phase 2. Now there's a post about this made almost a month ago by Silica on the WoW forums. What he noticed was that there was a report concerning the eye level buff on ranged weapons like bows, crossbows, guns, and everything found in phase 2 and with Ilvl in season 6. Essentially what's happening is that there was a change in patch 3.1 to have all item levels of 226 or above ranged weapons actually have their DPS increased. This means that everything moving forward throughout the expansion had their DPS actually increased to a higher rate of what was seen beforehand, and this is to keep hunters being on par with other classes moving forward, basically throughout the spectrum of this expansion. Essentially what we're seeing is that with current sims, and these still need to be updated a little bit, but they currently are updated to what most class discords have as their current numbers, is that survival hunters, if we move over and look, that their DPS is sitting around 10,270 for a 3-minute fight in phase 2 BIS. But that's not taking into account what their DPS should be if their weapons actually get buffed. And to take a reference of this, let's look at two items that are very similar in item level. Actually, we'll look at a couple to give you a real good clear look. Now for reference, the newly buffed 245 eye level gear from 10-man Ilvl hard modes is now doing 203 DPS. This is 245 item level. Well, if we look at things from next phase that are also exactly the same item level, 245, you'll notice that all weapons that aren't from phase 2 and recently buffed during our new eye level buffs have 9 more DPS to them. They are 212 DPS as opposed to what we see with the new buffed gear being 203. This is just a 1-to-1 exact comparison of items that are the exact same eye level. As another reference, if we look at something like Envoy of Mortality, from KT25 man, it is a 226 item level weapon, and it gives you 176 DPS. Now, if we look at something that's 225, literally 1 item level lower, it is giving you almost 23 less DPS. That is absolutely insane. 1 item level for 23 DPS. Now, where this really becomes an issue is that your BIS weapon next phase is now 252 from Algalon. Now, as a 252 item level weapon, 252, it is doing 217 DPS, which is actually less DPS than 251 item level gear. So if you want to check it all out for yourself, I'll have a link in the description and a link to the thread, but this seems like a massive oversight on Blizzard's behalf. And if this actually translates into the phase and goes live, we're gonna see hunters doing less damage than they absolutely should be, seeing more of a buff into the next phases, but still in this particular phase, they are taking a hit for no real reason. And that's the issue. This might not seem like something big, but if this were to happen to any other class or your class in particular, you'd probably be up in arms about it. So hopefully this gets fixed and hopefully Blizzard deals with it. It should be something that's easy to get through, but I just wanted to bring it to everybody's attention. Of course, guys, if you want to see me doing speedruns or progressing into Ilvl in my new guild, None of the Above, which is currently the fastest guild in the world, then make sure to come and hang out with me on Twitch. And if you want to stay updated with everything coming for phase 2, make sure to like and subscribe. If there's anything else that's really wonky or looks weird or buggy about the next phase, definitely let me know, and I'll see you guys all on the next one.